Hello everyone and welcome back. And for today's video, we're talking about tips for sports designers. Sport designing can be incredibly rewarding, but also really challenging. Here are some tips to make your designs stand out. Tip 1. Pure white. This basically makes a huge difference and makes compositions stand out. Let's check out these examples. For this, we have this Vinicius Jr. picture, right, in a Real Madrid kit. And we all know the Madrid kit is white. So one tip for sports designers is to make sure that the white we have here is white. The reason why I say pure white. So the best way to do this, you can use camera raw effect or you can use hue and saturation. So you click hue and saturation, you clip it to the mask, and you can use this icon here. It's a color picker, and you click there and you basically reduce the saturation. Continue with that, you click and you reduce. So you click and you reduce. So at this point is what we call pure white. It makes a whole lot of difference, and it also makes your designs stand out. And to even make it standard, you can add another hue and saturation, invert it, and just zoom in and just go over the part you missed, right? So just go over the part you missed and make sure that you are able to basically make all the white you have here white, and that makes a whole lot of difference. Tip number 2, camera raw effect. Specifically the texture and the clarity we have in the effect. We're going with this picture, right? We're going with this Anthony Edwards picture. You basically click on the picture, go to filter, and you go to camera raw effect. And what we are looking for is basically the clarity and the texture. So when I increase the clarity and I increase the texture, you see the difference it makes, right? It makes a whole lot of difference. So combining this with retouching brings your design to life. You can see the effect on the hair, and now from there you can reduce the highlight, increase the shadows and the blacks a little bit, reduce the white, and let's reduce the clarity just a little bit. This basically varies from every single photo you have. So for this, I'll increase the highlight because of the white you have there, and you just click on OK. So this is the before and the after, right? And this is basically a go-to for most graphic designers. Tip number 3, neural filters. This is only for those on the paid version of Photoshop. So neural filters are game changers. Trust me when I say they are game changers. And basically brings a different perspective when editing photos. So what does it do? So let's say we have this picture and I go to filter and neural filters. Again, this is for those on the paid versions of Photoshop, as it requires access to, it's a cloud-based filter. So if you're not using paid Photoshop, then you cannot access this. But for those using it, this is a game changer and you should use it. So it has new filters here, and the one I mostly like using the skin smoothing and the JPEG artifact remove. So let me turn on the JPEG artifact remove. It's going to load 23 seconds, and okay, so it's done loading. So this is the before and the after, right? And what it does is that it basically removes all those, you see, all those little textures you have when you input a picture. Let's say the picture is low quality, right? You apply the neural filters and it reduces and makes it a little bit smooth, and it makes the pictures really amazing. So see the background, right? It removes all those artifacts we have in the pictures and just makes it blend in better. And we also have the skin smoothing. Once I turn on the skin smoothing, what it basically combines the frequency separations. It's like an action for the frequency separations. Once you click on it, it's smoothing the face. Most times really good, but you need to have a face there for it to work. But it does a pretty amazing job, trust me. So it's almost done loading. Yeah, so it does a really amazing job, right? It's smoothing out the face, and if you feel it's too much, you can reduce the blur, reduce the smoothness, and you just click OK. It's a game changer, right? So this is one of the tips that you should use frequently. Tip number 4, retouching. This for me is the most important tip you will ever get as a sports designer. This basically transforms your pictures from a boring and static picture to a lively and a picture that will catch someone's attention. It sends a picture from a D to an A plus instantly, trust me. I already have a video on retouching, so I'll put it as a card above and you can get detailed version on basically on how to do it. But this is just a quick demo of how to do a retouch. But what I basically do is I basically start with the pure white, start with the hue and saturation, clip it, reduce it, I invert it, then I basically make all the white pure white. Right, I'm going to speed through, basically be fast, so I might not get accurate results. And the next step is the dodge and bend. For me, I use the levels, I clip it, right? You can use the levels, reduce this, right? And this. You take your brush, low opacity, low flow, hardness to 0, and you basically paint on the dark spot on the face, right? Basically paint on the dark spot on the face. Again, I am rushing through this, but I have a detailed video on how to retouch, right? And I will link that as well in the description and also as a card. So once I'm done with this, I pick brightness and contrast, increase this, invert it, and I use the same, paint the bright part of the face and the body, right? Then once I'm done, the last thing I do is I apply a curve and I basically send it all the way up here, invert it, and I paint on the eyes. Right, this basically brings focus to the eyes. So this is the before and this is the after. Huge difference. You can see the difference already, and this is me just rushing through it. Imagine you taking your time to do the retouch really well, combining the retouch with the neural filters if you have it, or you can even use noise reduction we have in the camera effect. Combining the texture in the camera effect, all these things is a game changer. So this is the tip number 4. Let's get to the next tip. Tip number 5 is mood board. I cannot stress enough how important this is, right? Finding inspiration is a must do for every designer. This basically sets the mood and gives you a direction. Most times we are out of ideas or in a moment where we cannot think of anything new, and this breaks that moment. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how to get ideas for your mood board. You can basically go on your internet browser, right? I open a new, so you can go on the internet browser, which we have here, and you can basically look for, just type in Pinterest, go on Pinterest and look for ideas. If you want to make a match day poster, just type match day posters, and once it comes there are numerous ideas you can get. You click, right, then you copy it, you go back into your Photoshop and you basically paste it in here, right? So paste this in here, then you can do that so many times. Let me add 3 more to go from there. Basically arrange as many as you want, and from there the whole idea is not to copy someone's design but to get inspiration from there. So you can start with, maybe I like the use of the trophy, so I could include the trophy. I could use light. I like how the text is on the floor. I can use this and flares on there. I like the sky. I could use the sky. This gives you a direction before you start, which is really, really important. So I would advise every designer to just before they start designing. Bonus tip. This is basically for the loyal viewers who watch to the end. So this is to help you get high quality pictures on the internet. So what you do is search for the name of the player. Let me say Messi. Then you click on images, then you go to tools, and you go to advanced search, right? It might vary from every browser, but you find advanced search, then you always pick larger than 2 MB or above. Then you basically get really high quality pictures you can use for your designs, right? So thank you for staying to the end, and there you have it, 5 tips for sport designers to up the game. Remember, great design is about blending creativity with functionality. If you found these tips helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and happy designing. Cheers.